Hey guys, welcome back to our channel and happy Friday. We're back with another 5 weekly favorites. First up is a show, shocker. I haven't talked about this yet, right?
No, I haven't even watched it yet.
Okay, so this is just my favorite because Carly hasn't watched it, but Wanda Vision on Disney Plus. We're really into like superhero stuff. We love Star Wars, we love the Avengers, we love any Marvel film.
We like Marvel and DC.
We like both, yeah, but the Marvel ones might be like a little bit better, and the Avengers is a Marvel film, and WandaVision is kind of like a spin-off of the Avengers. It follows Wanda and Vision, and they're married, and I guess I don't want to give anything away because last night's episode, so it's every Friday it comes out, one new episode, and last night's episode you kind of see like what is actually happening. Like the premiere was with 2 different episodes, and you're just kind of confused because they're seemingly living in like the 1950s, but in like a 1950s sitcom, like people are watching them on TV, and you're like, what is happening? Is this like an alternate universe? And then there are like things that seem to be scaring Wanda that keep popping up, and in the 4th episode, you see like where those things are coming from, like the root of them, and just how crazy and weird this situation is. So I'm not going to give anything away, but if you like the Avengers, you would certainly like WandaVision.
Yeah, people have been raving on Twitter. I need to watch it today, probably.
And we will watch literally anything with an Olsen. I mean, obviously Mary-Kate and Ashley are like our all-time favorites. They're still on my vision board because I have hopes to meet them someday. But like Elizabeth Olsen is so beautiful. She's such a good actress.
She was on a flight one time that I was on, and I was just struck. I was like, freaking out. It was so glorious. It was actually the weekend that Mary-Kate got married, so she was flying from LA to New York, and me and my boyfriend were flying from LA to New York just for a vacation, and she was on our flight because her sister was getting married.
Yeah.
She was stunning.
Yeah, she's beautiful and such a good actress. And she kind of is like the center of that show. I know it's about her and Vision, but you kind of see like she creates this world. So it's so good. I'm actually really impressed with the writing, and it said that Kat Dennings was in the show, and I love Kat Dennings. Like Two Broke Girls is still one of our all-time favorite shows.
We love it. It was gone too soon, I feel.
Gone too soon. Freaking love that show. And it said she was on it, and like she never showed up, and then in the 4th episode she finally showed up. So now that she's on the show, I'm just like so into it, literally loving every second of it. It's one of those shows that like I'm kind of glued to the TV. Like I feel like if I look away, I'm going to miss something.
That's why I haven't started it, because I feel like I'm always doing something else, and I need to like devote like time to like watch it without distractions.
Yeah. But had to mention it because it's like the only thing I've been watching on Disney Plus now that Mandalorian's gone, which Mandalorian's still like 10 out of 10 if you haven't seen that.
The last episode was prime television.
It was the best television of all of 2020.
Yeah.
But I feel like WandaVision is a good, like, also a really great show now that Mandalorian's not on currently.
Okay, I have a random favorite, but like 5 years ago, Britt and I used to love the Ordinary rosehip seed oil. It was kind of when the Ordinary came on the scene. I want to say it was 5 years ago. That sounds right.
Yeah.
And this product like quickly became one of their best sellers, so we bought it. And I loved it back then. I swear we both went through like 2 or 3 bottles. And we loved wearing it under makeup like during the day because it's an oil that soaks in kind of. Like it doesn't sit on top of your skin, but it doesn't look too oily. I have it under my foundation today, and I have just been loving this all over again. And I am sad that I didn't use it for years. Like I just kept rotating new oils I bought, and I never repurchased. And it's just so good. Like I already have been using it day and night, and I feel like my skin looks so good. It hydrates really well, but it doesn't look like, I love squalane, but sometimes I can sit on top of my skin, even though it's supposed to be like an oil that doesn't really like irritate my skin, and it doesn't irritate it. But this one just soaks in more and doesn't look so oily. It just gives you like a glow. I don't know. I really love this stuff, and it's only $9, and I bought it on Sephora, so it's obviously really easy to get.
Yeah. And then another recent like rediscovery of mine is this Becca Wild Honey blush. So Carly used to have this shade Wild Honey. I used to have Songbird. Again, like 5 years ago, such a long time ago. And Alana Davison was recently talking about how she rediscovered these blushes, and I was like, oh wow, like that Wild Honey shade is like the perfect everyday nude. Their blushes are talc free. I love the packaging. I think this is the perfect size blush in my opinion. Well, the packaging itself is really like sleek and pretty. But what is the fill weight on this? It is 2 ounces. 2 ounces? Yeah, 6 grams. And I just feel like that's like the perfect amount of product. Like you don't need more blush than this. You don't need less. And the shade is so beautiful. I'm wearing it today. It is
6 grams is pretty small though.
it's small, but like I use a
8
lot
grams,
of, like that's a lot of blush.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I love blush, so I rotate them fairly often. Usually my Bare Minerals Bounce and Blurred Buff blush, that's a mouthful, is the one I use every day, and I did compare the two, and this one is a little bit lighter and a little more nudie. That one is a little bit more on the warm side, and so I don't know, I've been loving this. I've been wearing it every day since I got it, so I wanted to mention it because it's not a new product, but it's something that is such like a hidden gem still, so I had to mention it.
Okay, next up is our lens that we're using right now. So we've only had like one go-to lens with like our full frame nice camera since we got this camera. And it's definitely served its purpose, and we like film with it, we take photos with it. It's a beautiful lens, but we wanted a zoom lens just because then we just have more range that we can like, you know, basically have different lenses in one. So we got the Sigma 24 to 105 millimeter. It's a 4.0 f-stop art lens for Canon because we have a Canon camera, and we've really loved it so far. We think the Sigma glass is like really nice. Our other lens is the 35 millimeter by Sigma, and we're really happy with that one. So instead of getting the Canon, we got the Sigma, and it pairs really well with our Canon camera. So we're really happy with it so far.
It's really easy to use. I was kind of worried because I've never used a zoom lens before, but it's really easy to use, and especially when we're taking pictures for Dyad, like sometimes, you know, we'll have to like set up a shot and then we have to be like a little further away. It really comes in handy for that.
Yeah, it's just
product photography.
Yeah, it's really great for photography, but even our videos, we wanted to be able to like, I don't know, get a little closer sometimes, and our lens just didn't allow that. So hopefully you guys like it, and we've been doing like inserts more like close up with our camera instead of our phones. So yeah, we're really excited about this lens. We think it was a good purchase.
Yes. And last up is a food favorite, not Trader Joe's surprisingly, but we went to Trader Joe's last night and got a bunch of stuff, and there will probably be some Trader Joe's favorites next week. But this week it is the seasoned fries from Market Pantry, Target's like one of their in-house brands. Okay, pardon the interruption, our dogs can't stop barking.
Here's Terry though.
He's so cute, but he can't stop barking. Look at him. Anywho, so the seasoned fries from Market Pantry, I had wanted them for a long time, you guys. We're like those crazy people that like look up new food arrivals on Target, and we follow Spotted on the Shelves, that blog that posts about like new snacks on the shelves of grocery stores. Like we're like weird like that.
We just love snacks.
We love snacks.
Our expertise lies in snacks more than makeup, honestly.
Yeah, potentially more than candles. Like we love snacks, have always loved snacks.
We had this idea for a grocery food item. I can't say it because I don't want anyone to take it, but
it would be very hard to execute, so I don't know that anyone would take it, but we're not going to share.
Maybe like 10 years down the road.
Today's not the day. Anyway, so these fries, they're only like $2 at Target. You get a bag of seasoned fries. People were like, these are restaurant quality fries. They're so good in the air fryer. And like potatoes in the air fryer, like that's where it's at. If you get an air fryer, you gotta make potatoes in it. Like the hash browns from Trader Joe's are like our favorite things to make. And then Carly got like the regular shoestring fries a couple weeks ago. Those tasted so good. And the seasoned fries like actually taste like restaurant fries in the air fryer. I think I did like 400 degrees for maybe like 10 minutes?
8 minutes. I would not do 10.
No, I put them back in.
Really?
Yeah, so I think 10 or 11 minutes. 400, and they were like nice and crispy. The seasoning is so good. And $2 for a whole bag of fries. Of course, they're not healthy, but if you just want to treat yourself, you need a little potato snack.
Yeah, we do feel better about buying like fries from Trader's because they're generally like cleaner than the Target brand, but these ones just like Trader's doesn't have like the slim shoestring, right? Or they do, but they're not as slim.
We love the sweet potato fries from Trader's though. Those are really good. But these ones are so good, and I had to mention them, $2 if you're on a budget or you just like cheap snacks like us. Pick them up on your next Target trip because they're so delicious. I'll insert a photo because I didn't want to bring them in here because they're frozen food and it just seemed like kind of messy, but they're delicious.
Okay, that's everything this week. We hope you guys had a great week. When you're watching this, it is February.
Definitely.
And February always flies. You know, it's a short month and it just flies by. But I always like February. It's one of my favorite months. I don't know why. I just always have a good vibe in February.
I love it. I love winter in California. It's my favorite time of year. It is like cold this week, but sunny. This is my perfect weather.
Yeah. So I hope you guys started your week off great and you have a great weekend.